day, loyal critics. It is I, the Raging Monkey himself, here in my first review video. As some of you may know, I finished a new Super Mario Bros. Wii e-series, and if you didn't, go watch that series. Siri, what the fuck are you doing? I finished a new Super Mario Bros. Wii series, and if you didn't, go watch that series, starting about episode 5, because I really wasn't very good at this whole YouTube thing back then. Some would say I still aren't, but that's a matter of opinion now, isn't it? But in spite of my skills as a YouTuber, I decided now was as good a time as any to rank all 9 of the worlds in this game. Now, I'd like to preface that this is in my top 3 games of all time, either as number 1 or number 2. I don't know, Hollow Knight makes a very compelling argument, but apart from one, none of these worlds are bad, just some aren't quite as good as the rest. Alright, let's get on with this. This world is forever trash. It's no surprise really that the worst level in World 9 is the desert level. This world is just bad. The levels are boring at best and frustrating at worst. The first Roy fight is pretty cool, but the second one is ruined by the fact that you can just stop him from going back into the pipe. Speaking of the second Roy fight, even when you ignore how you can die between a P-switch and nothing, the second castle is still one of the worst castles in the game. Not quite as bad as World 7's first castle, I will get to you soon, but even outside of the castles, this world is boring. I'll be quiet for now since I'm going to make a video detailing all my problems with this world, so let's move on for now and just talk about some decent worlds. Surprise! The water world is a low tier. This is probably the world I have the least to say about, because you already know what I'm gonna say. It's a water world, it's slow, hard to control, Lakitu. If you want some positives, then the penguin suit makes the levels not completely suck. The final castle was pretty cool with a combination of castle and water parts. It's the first world to have an airship level, and a pretty good one at that, ignoring the boss. So we've had auto-scrollers, water levels. What's the other kind of level that people hate? Oh yeah, ice levels. I made a joke in one of my previous videos that they put Yoshi in all the bad worlds, and that joke had some truth to it. To be fair, the only bad level in this world is 3-3, which is a water cave level with ice physics. Most of these levels are just okay. In fairness, the Lemmy fights are pretty unique compared to the rest of the Koopalings, and the gimmick of the final 2 levels is pretty cool. But apart from that, this is a world I just forget about. Another world with a Yoshi level. I swear I am not doing this on purpose. It's just really they love putting Yoshi in bad worlds. Apart from that, this world is kind of badass. Mostly. Levels 1 and 2 are pretty dull, and the other one that we don't speak of. Apart from that, this world is pretty good. The first Morton fight is the right balance of difficulty to be fun, although the second fight is a joke, but we don't care about that because right after we have a Bowser Jr. boss that's by far one of the best in the game. But apart from the trio of levels that we don't talk about because they don't exist, it's a pretty good world. I'm gonna be real here. This world would be A tier if it wasn't for the Vines gimmick, because it has 3 of the best levels in the game. Now, some of the levels aren't great, remember, this is only B tier. Those being 5-1, 5-3, and 5-5. But 5-2, it's fun every time I go through it. The Ghost House is one of the few gimmicks I actually liked, and the final level felt final, and a great way to end a pretty good world. I just really wish they didn't put the Vines gimmick in there. Come on, Raging Monkey. World 1 is okay, but it's not A tier. Come on, World 2 is easily the better version of this. Okay, so I'm aware that this is probably an unpopular opinion, but this is a really good world. Every part of it feels organic. It's just fun to walk through this world. When you ignore the water level, but that level is better than all the levels in World 2 and 4, let's be real. Now, Larry is a bit overly easy. I mean, I was hardly trying here and I still didn't get hit. But everything else is such a great intro into this game. So I said I'd get to it, so let's get to it. 7-Castle is one of the worst levels in the game. No hyperbole, it's bad. The first part is waiting and moving slightly to avoid an enemy occasionally. It offers no challenge if you're not going for completion. Speaking of which, let's talk about the bullshit of completing this level. The first star coin is a decent challenge, but the other two? The second one is so bull. The only hint you get on where it could be is given to you after you've gone point the path of no return, in which you don't want to give up your checkpoint because after me going through the first half again, so I encourage you do not do that. The third isn't as bad, but it still pisses me off. So you've got all 3 star coins, good job, and all you gotta do is beat the wrong! That's a hidden exit, and in that exit I found by sheer luck. And if you're not going for completion, then you have to do the first section again. That's not even mentioning how campy the boss is and... Why do I like this world again? Well, the rest of the world is fun. Most of the levels give you propeller mushrooms, so that's nice. And the bonus level is a better version of 5-5. And while the first castle sucks, the second is so stress-inducing, and I love it. So, overall, pretty good world, 8 out of 10. World 9 is a hard world to talk about because every level is completely different. Let's go one by one and show why this is an S tier world. 9-1, simple fun and just enough difficulty for a first level. 9-2, I literally cannot remember anything about this level. 9-3, a nice refreshing challenge after the previous 2. 9-4, worst level in the game. 9-5, would have been fine if it wasn't the only ice level in this world and not a vertical level. 9-6, best level in this world. So many small details and just the right amount of difficulty. I hope it doesn't get harder than this. 9-7, why? Okay, that is a little harsh. In fairness, I do sort of like this level, but I do recommend trying to get the star coins. My therapist told me that an extra star on the menu screen isn't worth it. So I got a new one. 9-8, wait, that wasn't the final level? This world is perfect. I don't know if I can explain why this world is so good, it just is. Apart from one level, this world is perfection. Whether I'm running out lava, riding a possessed skeleton dragon, or entering the final lair with one of the most climactic bosses in Mario history, it is a blast to play through every time I play.